Good morning students. Standard 12 Commerce. So in this video we are going to discuss Unit 1 Management Process, Chapter 3 Management by Objectives, Management by Expectation. So last video we discussed meaning of MBO, process of MBO, then features of MBO. So in this video we are going to see advantages of MBO. Advantages of MBO. So first point, managers are involved in objectives setting at various levels of management under MBO, and this commitment ensures hard work to achieve them. Okay, so every manager is involved in the setting of the objective. Okay, hard work is required for achieve the objective. Okay, once again, so every manager is involved in the setting the objectives. So hard work is very important, is required for the achieve the objective. Okay, so second point, MBO process helps the managers to understand their role in the total organization. Okay, so it helps the manager to what is the role in the organization. Okay, third point, manager recognizes the need for planning and appreciate the planning. Okay, that means planning, you know that planning is the primary functions of management. So manager, he recognizes what need for planning. Okay, so nothing can be done without planning. Okay, so fourth point, MBO provides a foundation for participate management. Subordinates are also involved in goal setting. Okay, involved in the goal setting. Fourth point. So MBO, the subordinates take part in the goal setting process. MBO and the subordinates take part in the goal setting process. Okay. So next point, fifth point. A department does not work at cross purpose with the another department. Okay. That means the MBO, each level of management has separate objectives. Okay. Sixth point, systematic of performance is made with the help of MBO. Systematic of performance is made with the help of MBO. That means MBO not only insists achieving the goal organization, it also evaluate the performance. Okay. So next point, MBO gives the criteria of performance. MBO gives the criteria of performance. It helps to take corrective action. Okay, that means MBO help to identify the problem. Okay, so MBO help to identify the problems. Okay, next 8 point, delegation of authority is easily done with the help of MBO. Delegation of authority is equally done with the help of MBO. That means it is a chain authority from the top management to the lowest level. Okay, it is a authority of from the top management to the lowest level. So next, 9 point, MBO motivates the workers by the job enrichment and makes the job meaningful. Okay. So next 10th point, the responsibility of worker is fixed through the MBO, and the 11th point, decision is taken by the management is very quickly. Okay. Next, disadvantages of MBO. So the disadvantages of MBO arises due to the application of the MBO, which are discussed below. Okay. MBO fails. So disadvantage of MBO, first point, MBO fails to explain the philosophy. Most of the executives do not know how the MBO works. Okay, so what is MBO and why is MBO necessary and how the participants can benefit by MBO. Okay, so that means, so all these are not explained properly in MBO. That means all of these are not explained properly in MBO. Okay, so second point, MBO is a time consuming process. MBO is a time consuming process. Much time is needed by senior people, for framing the MBO. So next, it leads to heavy expenditure and also requires heavy paperwork. That means takes a lot of time to frame the objectives of the organization. So paperwork has to be done more, and also expenditure also is more in the MBO. Okay. So next point, MBO emphasizes only on short-term objectives and it does not consider the long-term objectives. That means that gives importance to only the short-term goal rather than the long-term goal, good objectives. Okay, long-term objectives. Okay. So next point, the status of subordinates is necessary for proper objectives settings, but that is no possible in the process of MBO. That means MBO is reject one. Objective should be changed accordingly the circumstances or external or internal. Okay. So MBO is rigid one. The objective should be changed according to the changes circumstances. So external or internal. If it is not, the planned results cannot be obtained. Okay. So these are the disadvantages of MBO. Next topic we are going to discuss meaning of MBE. Meaning of MBE. So what is meaning of MBE? That means management by exception is an important principles of managerial control suggested by the classical writers on management. So it is based on the belief that an attempt to control everything results in controlling nothing. Management by exception is a style of business management that focuses on identifying and handling uses that deviate from the norm. So that means it is an important principles of managerial control. So that is a management by exception is identify the cases, the exceptional cases which deviate from the normal process. Okay. So that means that is only if the cases deviate from the norms, those cases have brought to the attention to the senior manager. Otherwise, those cases delete from the subordinate itself. Okay, that is called the meaning of MBE. Next topic we are going to discuss process of MBE. Okay, so what is meant by process of MBE? That is primarily it is necessary to set the objectives or norms with the predictable or estimated results. Okay, so these performance are assessed and get the equated to the actual performance. That means that the objectives are framed estimated result. So then performance are assessed and these performance are equated actual performance. Okay, so next the deviation gets analyzed. The deviation gets analyzed with the insignificant or no deviation, no action is required and senior managers can concentrate on other matters. Okay, for this, so the deviation get analyzes. So the analysis whether they have any deviation. If there is no deviation, action is taken. The senior man concentrate on the matters. So if actual performance deviates significantly, the issue needs to be passed to the senior managers as an expectation has occurred. So finally the aim is to solve this expectation immediately. So that is there is any deviation, the issue reported to the senior manager. So that there is a expression. So we have to solve the expectation immediately. So next topic we are going to discuss advantages of MBE. So management by exception provides the following advantages. So first one, it saves the time of managers because they deal only with exceptional matters. Routine problems are left to the subordinates. That means the managers look into the important matters only. Other problems are left to the subordinates. Okay. So second point, it focuses managerial attention on major problems. As a result, there is a better utilization of managerial talents and energy. That means the MBE is look into the exceptional matters only, major problems only. So in the result, what the manager skill, knowledge, talent, energy properly utilized. Okay. So the next third point, It facilitates the delegation of authority. Top management concentrates on strategic decision and operational decision are left to the lower levels. So there is increase in the span of control. This leads to motivation and development of subordinates. So that is means the top management is concentrate to the important decisions and the lower level or subordinates look into the operational decision. Okay, understand? Once again, that is the top management is concentrate on that important decision at the lower level or subordinates look into the operational decision. Next, fourth point, it is a technique of separating important information from unimportant one. Okay, so it forces one manager to review past history and study related business data for identifying the deviation. So there is a better use of knowledge of trends, history and available business data. Okay, so that means so here the manager review the past history and also study the related business data and identifying the deviation. Okay, so next point, fifth point, MBE keeps the management alert to opportunities and the threats by identifying the critical problems. It can avoid uninformed and impulsive action. Okay, so the MBE keeps the management is alert. It look into the exceptional cases. It also be alert, look into the problems. Okay, so finally the last point, management by exception provides the better yardsticks for judging results. It is help in objective performance appraisal. So that means it is also help in objective performance appraisal. Okay, I hope you all understand these advantages of MBE. Next topic, disadvantages of MBE. What are the disadvantages of MBE? Okay, so the first point, the main disadvantages of MBE is only the managers have the power over really important decisions, which can be demotivating for employees at a lower level. Okay, so the important decision taken by the manager. So the MBE, the important decision taken by only the manager and the subordinates, because of this they get demotivated. Okay, once again, the MBE, the important decision taken by the manager and the subordinates, because of this they get demotivated. Okay, so next point, furthermore, it takes time to pass the issues to managers. Managing employees who deviate from the normal procedures because of the complaints failures or considered difficult to manage and typically find themselves with the limited job duties and ultimately dismissed and terminated. Okay, that means it takes more time to managing the employee deviate because of the considered to manage. So the employees who find difficult to manage the ultimately dismissed. I hope you all understand the disadvantages of MBE. Okay, thank you so much.